Hi guys, this is Jason here at RoofSnap,
I'm Katrina.
and I think Katrina has another frequently asked question for us today.
I do. So, what sorts of things can help me get a sense of this roof? I have not been on site yet, and I need to look at these different imagery sources to
Sure.
help me draw it out.
Okay, so in this project that we've been working on for all of these FAQs, we've got a few lines drawn here. But if you're not on site, if you're not sitting in the driveway in your truck, you may have difficulty figuring out what the pitch is. You may have difficulty telling if underhangs are more than 6 inches or less than 2 feet. So we have different reference images available where you can see the house from lots of different angles.
Okay.
Across the top, we have these NESW buttons. And these are imported from Bing. It's sort of their bird's eye view imagery.
Okay.
So let's tap on the N button here. And we get to see the house from the north view. And we can really zoom in. We can get a sense of the depth of the underhangs here in the back. We can actually see that there's an outside patio under the roof here. We can look for bay windows and ears and different things that are hard to see from straight down overhead.
Sure.
Let's try the east view. Again, we can see the chimney here. That might be difficult to tell exactly what it is from straight down. Let's go to the south view. Here's the front of the house. We can see some of the bushes and things across the front, but no bay windows on this one so far. We can see the little outbuilding here in the back. And then west. We can really zoom in on these. Of course, if we really zoom in, it does degrade a little bit because this is well beyond 100% zoom level. But it definitely helps us get a sense of the roof. If we don't have any of our pitch imagery available, we could even make an educated guess on the pitch by looking at this imagery.
Sure.
That being said, we have two other sources of supplementary imagery down here in the bottom right.
Great.
When we tap on this little map icon, it's going to open up either Apple flyover imagery or Apple satellite imagery. It's always going to open this 3D Apple flyover imagery whenever it's available.
Okay.
If this isn't available, like in more rural locations, it's going to open up Apple's satellite imagery, which gives you a little different perspective than what you're going to see in Google, but not very high resolution. So it may not be as helpful as this view is. So in this view, we can get all the way down to sort of a bird's eye view as well, and move around the house.
Very cool.
And even move around the neighborhood. If we need some perspective on other houses nearby, we can see that as well.
Great.
Tap on the little X button or tap on the zoom button if you need to get closer. Let's go ahead and X out of that. The final piece of reference imagery that we have is the Google Street View, which is the little man with a circle around his feet, this icon here. Tap on that one. And what do you know? It pointed us right at the house. Sometimes it points us down the street and we have to turn and look at the house this way. But here we can really zoom in. Sometimes you can actually capture the street number right on the front of the house. In fact, I can see the street number right there. So that can help you verify the address if you want to make sure indeed it is the right house. And then you can tap on these arrow buttons and move yourself down a little bit. So if I want to see down the left side of this house, in fact, there I get a really good sense of the length of the overhang. It looks to be, maybe around 12 to 18 inches, somewhere in there. So as we draw any overhangs we might have, this is going to give us good perspective on that. Let's go back and look down the right side of it real quick. There we go. We can really see the overhangs here. We can see the gutter elbows and different things like that.
Great.
So that's the reference imagery, and it's important to help you draw so you can get a better perspective of the roof overall.
Great.
Cool.
Thanks for showing us.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll have another frequently asked question for you here soon.
Sounds good.
Bye, guys.